What is going on, YouTube? I am back with another video. Yo soy Arms, and I hope you guys had a fantastic Monday. Well, Monday's still going on, but I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Um, Pretty solid day today on how I'm gonna be going over the trade recap on how I made around $2,000 today copy trading. So this is 1,000 account times two, around 2K today. Really solid. If I did hold runners, my second trade would have actually blown up, but I saw this chop and I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm taking my money for the day. I really don't, right? I'm gonna take what I can get, but for the most part, this second trade would have ran for around 300 points, which is absolutely insane. And it kind of just worked with my bias, um, and the draw of liquidity, which I'll get into that pretty soon. But I did not trade the AM session. Was asleep, but for the most part, when I logged on to the charts, um, I saw we were obviously bearish. There's no way I'm trying to catch the bottom of this and go back to the upside without some lower time frame model confirmation, right? For the most part, right now we're obviously bearish. On the hourly, we swept these lows down over here. And there's kind of nothing much holding us here, right? So really, when I joined or when I logged on to the charts, we had just made this hourly low right over here. And going into right, I have it marked right here, right, the hourly low. Going into the lower time frame model, as you can see here, this is the hourly low. And I was kind of just paying attention to just order flow, right? I didn't really have a bias set, but I did know that potentially we might want to go to this low down over here. And I'm saying that because on the 5 minute we had this, this fair value gap here that got inverse and it came back down. We ended up just kind of just tapping into the inverse as well, right? So then I had went to the lower time frame model, and I just took a 1-to-1 scalp off of this fair value gap right over here, right? So I entered right here. I took a 1-to-1, hit TP, and I got out, right? So this was a pretty clean scalp. The draw liquidity was definitely the draw liquidity was, it was there, right? It was just I could identify it easily here. But not only that, on the 1 minute, we also have this 1 minute right here being respected. We kind of have a BPR here as well. Kind of got tapped into it. So just on a smaller time frame model. So zooming out on the 1 hour, we're obviously bearish. The draw of liquidity, this being the hourly low. And then just on the 1 minute, I'm seeing still bearish order flow. So I'm like, okay, we probably want to seek this low here, and then we'll see if we continue dumping or if we want to continue back up, right? So I took a 1-to-1 here, really solid. And after that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna kind of just wait because the 1-on-1 was like, okay, I kind of wanted a little bit more. I wanted one more trade, especially because the price was actually pretty decent at this time, right? So I wanted to take advantage of that. So I was waiting for this. So we select the hourly lows, right? And then we come back down and we made an SMT with ES. ES took out this low down over here, and I was like, okay, on the higher time frame, where would we potentially want to go, right? Since we do on the smaller time frame, we swept the hourly, right? And really, my price and target at this time was consequent encroachment of this hourly fair value gap, right? So I was thinking, okay, price probably wants to draw into this hourly fair value gap, and then either it wants to bounce off or it could just rip through, right? I'm not trying to predict price. I'm trying to just distinguish where price may potentially want to go, because that's the whole point of draw of liquidity, right? So with that being said, I had this draw of liquidity here. Now I didn't really know whether we wanted to continue up higher or lower, but again, going on to the lower time frame on the 1 minute, give me a sec. On the 1 minute, I started to see some bullish confirmation that we wanted to potentially go back up to the hourly fair value gap here that we have, right? So we come back up, SMT with ES. We failed to seek out this low. We did inverse this for value gap right over here, and we kind of just tapped back into it. But we also have this small BPR here as well, that we inverse, come back, tapped into it. And then my ultimate price on target was, just the hourly high, right? So as you can see here, this is the hourly for value gap. This is the halfway of the hourly. this internal high lines up exactly with the bottom of the hourly. So I just scaled all of my position out at here, right? So yeah, so that is how I made around 2,000 bucks today on a Monday. Pretty solid. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoy this trade recap and kind of just my train of thought. It's almost May. Discord, community Discord coming out pretty soon. It's gonna be completely free. You could join in, make some trading friends, and stuff like that. I also will be doing. I'm not a mentor, right? I'm not giving financial advice. You and I are probably on the same boat. Maybe a little bit me. I probably have a little bit more knowledge, or just a little bit more screen time compared to you. So I'm gonna be offering kind of like a one-on-one friend mentorship, and it's kind of just gonna be you have problems with over trading or over leveraging, and I've definitely been on the same boat, right? Because we're talking from, you may be a beginner trader, and I might be an intermediate trader, I guess. So I don't know, right? I might just know a little bit more compared to you, right? And so I could kind of just talk to you about stuff like that, in a friend type of way, not in the mentor, but like what helped me to get over that, right? Because you and I basically have been in the same boat, right? Maybe a lot of you guys watching this video are probably on the same boat as well. You guys might even know a little bit more than me, or you might know less than me, right? But the thing is, for these one-on-ones, it's literally just you have someone to talk to, and you have someone to you can relate to me, right? Because I obviously relate to it, because I've definitely blown accounts. I've definitely wasted so much money on prop firms or whatever, right? So that's it. And yeah, so that's gonna be coming out pretty soon, around mid-May, and yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.